showed today was that Trump's final game plan was to use violence, was to stop the vote of the electoral count through violence.
Is this, I'm just pressing on this for precision, in your mind, is this the first time we've had an eyewitness inside the Trump White House directly link him to encouraging armed violence?
That's right. Before, we had nobody, not forget inside the White House, we had no evidence linking Trump to the violence. Remember, at his second impeachment hearing, he was claiming that his statements at the ellipse were simply guaranteed by the First Amendment. He was trying to encourage his supporters who were disappointed in the fact that he lost the election.
And let's dig in on that. In fairness, there are politicians who say all kinds of things in speeches. The Supreme Court has actually given a wide berth for that.
Right.
And so at that impeachment, as you mentioned, that's what I'm referring to, outside the White House, there are people who said they read that as directly incitement. Incitement is a crime. Other people said, well, that's a tough case to prove, or tie goes to the president, it wasn't incitement.
Exactly.
Today, Nick,
Right.
today you have the White House aide loyal to Trump in the room on site detailing that when he was told people had weapons, he tried to further their access to then be on site with those weapons. And what do people do with weapons? Potentially use them.
That's right. What else were they doing with those weapons there? It's a whole different story. I mean, it'd be different if he was talking to an aged group of people that were there on their walkers. That was not the situation. He knew that people had AR-15s, that they had Glocks, that they had other kinds of weapons, but yet he was using the language he did, which his own counsel, the counsel to the president, told him he should not use.
And before I bring in Michelle, just again to you as a prosecutor, would that be an illegal order?
Yes, it would be. I mean, I think what you've got now is a setup for a real thorough grand jury investigation. We know this happened. Now the question is, what can you prove? What's hearsay? What's admissible? But you've got people like Meadows who could be put into a grand jury, and if he refused to cooperate, the government can give him immunity. You've got lots of people that were privy to all of this, and you've got the makings of a real case against Donald Trump at this point.